Even though the loss against the Lions on Monday Night Football was a tough pill to swallow, the 49ers actually came away with some not too bad news, at least for the 2025 season. We obviously know the 49ers, part of the last couple games is playing for, a good draft pick, trying to get pick 11. I think that's the highest that they can obtain. If they were to win this last game against the Lions, they would have failed to pick 15. And if they would have beat the Cardinals, that would have shifted as well. But it seems like they're now currently sitting at 11 in the draft order. But in regards to this situation, you can see that with the loss, the 49ers actually clinched a last place schedule for next season. And you might be asking yourself, well, what does that mean? It effectively means that the 49ers they pair up against other divisions and they will be playing the other last place teams in that division. So as it's currently looking like, these are the home and away opponents for the 49ers next season. At home, it's currently looking like Bears, Cardinals, Falcons, Jags, Panthers, Rams, Seahawks, Titans. And I mean, right off the bat, you look at the Titans, they are going to be going through a lot of changes next year, especially at quarterback. The Panthers look much improved with Bryce Young. So they could be a team that surprised next year. So we'll see. Jags are the Jags. Don't expect a ton from them. The Falcons will be going into next year with most likely Michael Penix Jr. as their starting quarterback. And with the Bears, they'll have Caleb Williams, but they'll have a new head coach. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then, of course, you look at the division games. And then on the away games, the 49ers will be playing the Browns, the Bucks, and of course, we know the division opponents, the Colts, which will be interesting because the Colts have the potential to be a good team, but they're just not yet. The Giants, we don't even know if the Giants are going to have the first overall pick anymore. They might have lost that by winning last week's game. The Saints are going to be going through some interesting changes, and then the Texans have been a bit underwhelming this year, I think, from what many have expected. So you're already taking a look at, a peek at next year's schedule. Granted, there's going to be a lot of changes. Like every single one of these teams is going to go through some kind of roster turnover. Some of these teams require new coaches, the Saints, you look at the Titans. So we'll see. We'll see. But at first glance, it definitely does look like an opportunity for the 49ers to kind of, get back on track. They had to, you look at this year's schedule, having to face off against the Lions, against, the Chiefs, against the Green Bay Packers, and teams like the Bills. That proved to be a challenge for the 49ers this season. So we're not sitting here saying like, yeah, give us the easiest schedule possible, but it doesn't hurt. If we're going to look ahead towards next year and kind of look at the teams that the 49ers are going to be matching up against, I mean, I'm not going to say no to this. I'll take it. Absolutely, especially after the year that we just watched. You give me some games on the road that should be winnable right off the bat. I mean, you're talking about Saints, Giants, Rams, uh, Browns. The Browns have played the 49ers well. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know what the Browns are. The Browns are the Browns. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I know the Browns beat us the last time we played there in 2023, but still appear to be a winnable opponent, beatable opponent. And again, like we talked about, Titans, Panthers, Jags, Falcons, Bears. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Texans, Bucks, I think, are the two teams that I think could be better next year. The Bucks are a pretty good team as is right now. So we'll see how that all plays out. But this is kind of what we're looking like so far. We'll get it officially announced from the team, most likely here pretty soon. But based on what we're looking at, this is going to be the home and away opponents. And hey, what I see opportunity. I see a chance to get back in the win column regularly. Now, we understand plenty of decisions that the 49ers need to make. I think there's going to be a big roster overhaul that is going to occur. It's going to be fascinating to see how this situation plays out in free agency. Over the weekend, we had heard about Amick Robertson talking about how he got a better deal from the 49ers, but he signed with the Lions. We heard about the Devondre Campbell situation, how Devondre was actually the third option for the 49ers at linebacker. So I think it's fair to question, like, are the 49ers going to be able to attract the free agents that they need? Are they going to have to overpay? California state taxes are for real. And those are definitely things that players consider. So how are they going to retool? Who are they going to re-sign? Who are they extending? Is George Kittle getting a new contract? Are they going to keep Deebo Samuel and extend him? Because I believe he has no more guaranteed money on his contract after this season. So what's going on with Deebo? Are the 49ers going to be getting a new kicker? Are they going to retain Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Charvarius Ward? Are they going to release what's his name? Javon Hargrave to try to clear up some space? What's going on with the offensive line? So there's plenty of questions regarding the 49ers roster construction, and we're going to talk in depth about every single one of those throughout the offseason. But you assume they're all going to be addressed in some form or fashion, and that's going to set them up to be able to take advantage of this schedule. I mean, they have to. The NFC West this year, it's got to be one of the worst divisions in football. It's just such a bad division that if there was any team that just I don't want to say wanted it, but any team in this division in the NFC West could have won this year. It's really what it comes down to. There's no definitive the Rams got hot at the right time, but even the Rams still look beatable. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think about this schedule, though, in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.